Leslie, speaking of cancel culture, you have your finger on the pulse of pop culture much more than I do. So, what would you say? Can you give me a little summary of the most important cancellations this week?
There were two huge ones actually. First is a little bit is more sad than anything, and that is Gina Carano, who is a former MMA fighter turned actress and action star. She is one of the featured players in the Mandalorian TV show, and she got fired from that show and is no longer involved with Star Wars, no longer employed by Disney Lucasfilms. It's it's quite a sad situation because I it's one that I saw coming for a while now. Gina, like a lot of.
Do you want me to share your screen, by the way? Do you have something to share?
Okay. Yeah, I have the screen of the. Lucasfilm calls Gina Carano aberrant. Social media post aberrant. Actress no longer employed. Very sad thing to see. The tweet that got the thing that got her, and Gina, she's just over quarantine. She's been posting more and retweeting more and more like conservative stuff, like the stuff like your uncle posts, on Facebook and stuff like that. She be retweeting and copy and pasting this stuff. It started off being kind of anti-quarantine stuff, then to anti-mask stuff, and then around the election, after the election, not before, which is kind of interesting, it started being like MAGA and Stop the Steal stuff. So basically she kept reacting to every kind of social movement and kind of pushing back. She doesn't really have a coherent ideology. She just keeps pushing back against what she considers like the liberal hegemony. And so the last straw was this post, and again, she's never posting like her own opinions or thoughts. She's just posting screenshots that she gets from Facebook groups and shit like that.
Well, okay, yeah.
So
what is this one? This is her tweet. You want to read it? Yeah.
Yeah. So the caption on it was, Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?
I get it.
Yeah.
So then today's Jews are conservatives, and they are being rounded up and killed and gassed and put in ghettos and concentration camps. Am I getting this right? Much like the Jews. Yes.
Not even just conservatives in general, not conservative Jews. Just
right, conservatives, right, politically conservative. Thank you, very good distinction, very important distinction.
Just conservatives are basically being treated, and this was the last straw. And now I do have to say, I hate Disney more than anything in the world, and I absolutely adore Gina Carano as an athlete and an actress. But they gave her plenty of chances to walk this back. They were going to give her own TV show. They held off on the promotion of that because she had gotten in trouble with other posts, and she just kept doing it and kept doing it. She just would not stop doing this, and there was no reason for her to doing this. Again, she doesn't have like a coherent political belief. She wasn't like, oh, you need to vote for Trump because X, Y, and Z. She didn't start talking about Trump until after he lost. So she's just
she identifies with the underdog.
Yeah, it's just like a weird contrarian thing, and it's like she's posting herself out of a career basically. Now maybe she got that job with Disney and kind of hated it, and kind of hated being having to be a Disney what do you call a Mouseketeer. Clearly she was rebelling against something. I guess that is appropriate for Star Wars.
You're right.
She was rebelling against an evil empire in Disney. Not this way. This is not the way to do it. But perhaps they have been on the Gina Carano case for like a year straight. So you don't even want to talk about it honestly. Don't talk about it online because like you might get a.
Don't talk about it during your show or anything.
The audience the Star Wars fans are just absolutely wild on this.
Yeah.
I really think the next move for her is to just call up the what is it? I think his name's Zaylor. He's like a conservative director. He's like the only good like conservative director going today. He works a lot with Vince, the conservative Vince. Which one is it? Vince Vaughn.
Oh, Vince Vaughn, yeah.
Yeah, he works with
Very
Vince Vaughn.
handsome.
Just call him up. We just need like one conservative production studio that's actually good, not some Kevin Sorbo shit, to take all the right-wing canceled celebrities, and so their talents don't go to waste. At least they're like, let them make, like, at least make good movies with a good conservative, production company, instead of languishing with like doing like Bible movies and religious stuff. Like, that's just awful. Like, you don't want to see Mel Gibson doing like Kirk Cameron stuff. No. Someone get Clint Eastwood. Oh, that would be a good movie.
Good.
Clint Eastwood, Gina Carano. That would be a good ass movie.
I gotta say something. I want to say something. Clint Eastwood spoke to a chair at the RNC, and yet that maybe because of that kind of zany creativity, I gotta say, I think he's a great director.
Yeah, he is. He absolutely is.
$1 Million Baby, great. Hey, if he did, that would be perfect. You do an MMA version, right? Because Hilary Swank's character was a boxer.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
you could do that. You could maybe do that with G. I would rather more like some kind of revenge thriller.
Revenge against the canceler. She could kill. It could be like Mandy, but she could go on a rampage and kill a bunch of cancelers.
It's so funny because when she first got in Star Wars, they were all the right wing nerds were all talking shit about her because they didn't like that she was like a strong woman beating up dudes in Star Wars, which is the silliest shit because that's what Star Wars has always had that. But now they're all making videos like conservative hero Gina Carano canceled. It's like the same dudes who fucking hated her guts, didn't want her in the show. Now that she gets fired, it's like, oh, this is, cancel culture run amok. You tried to cancel her in the first place.
Right. Yeah. And now the chickens are coming home to roost.